Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Everything's amplified when it's this cold. It's just, letting the equipment do its job, and things take a little longer, but we'll get it done.
City crews are wrestling with a slippery situation after a hydrant leak. It's near 27th Street and 7th Avenue North in Fargo. Crews had to treat the roads right away to prevent the water from freezing.
A portion of the road is closed. It's going to stay that way for a while. The extreme cold temperatures are slowing the process down.
It's no surprise that things are breaking or leaking in conditions like these, especially when Arctic air keeps us below zero all day. Hutch, we're going from bad to worse overnight, it sounds like.
Indeed, that's the case. Now, the wind speeds don't have to be too high when temperatures get this cold for there to be those dangerous wind chills. There's that wind chill advisory that you've been seeing crawling across the bottom of your screen throughout the evening. Here's a look at our latest wind chill values: 32 below in Grand Forks, 29 below in Roseau, and Wadena at 33 below. Clear skies for most, a few clouds up in southern Canada. Langdon, you have 20 below for an actual air temperature. Bemidji, 19 below. Southeast North Dakota, the hot spot with 12 below in Fargo. But look at Park Rapids and Staples, Minnesota, in the 20s below already. Hey, wind chills overnight and into the morning will be down below 30 below to 40 below. So it's a bundle up and, well, bear it tonight and tomorrow. The cold weather sticks around. We do have some warmer weather. We have more snow to talk about and another Arctic blast. I'll have all those details here in just a few moments.
Another one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Hutch.
A couple times said delivered, got home, wasn't delivered.
Anger and frustration are growing in a section of South Fargo over misplaced mail, and this isn't the first time we've reported on this issue.
Valley News Team's Joshua Peguero has the latest on reported troubles over the service from the Prairiewood Post Office.
Ari Cook lives in South Fargo, not too far away from Walmart. He's on the road at least twice a week for work.
Gotta be there, boy.
Thursday was one of his few opportunities to do chores, which is why he's snowplowing in sub-zero temperatures.
I might need it someday.
Since he travels, Cook constantly orders stuff online.
A couple times I had to go to the office and try to track it down and see where it was, and they didn't quite know where it was.
The post office, I couldn't find his packages is Prairiewood. We first reported issues with missing and misplaced mail from there more than 2 years ago, and problems still persist.
I'd say 95% of the time they're very good about everything. Get my packages when they say I'm supposed to get them. But there is that 5% where, I've had some issues with them.
Cook says he's been told that his packages were delivered when they weren't. And when he questioned them about it,
he said the customer requested hold at the office. I never requested that you hold it at the office. And now you're saying it's back out for delivery.
Cook isn't the only one with postal problems. More than a dozen people posted complaints of misplaced mail on the website next door, including one person mistakenly getting someone else's social security number.
I'm not a big file a complaint kind of guy. I'm kind of more of a, hopefully if you bring it to their attention, they can fix it.
We did contact the media representative for the United States Postal Service and they declined to talk on camera or over the phone. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
The United States Postal Service tells us if you have a delivery concern, contact them at 1-800-ASK-USPS.
Authorities are asking for your help in finding a missing man who is deaf. 46-year-old Michael Spencer is from Jamestown. He's 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighs about 180 pounds. Police don't think that he has access to a vehicle. Spencer was last seen on January 9th in Jamestown. Anyone with information on his whereabouts should contact Jamestown Police. The phone number is there on your screen, 701-252-1000.
A North Dakota judge has upheld a state permit allowing construction to begin on an oil refinery near Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Environmental groups are upset and hoping to stop the project, which is 3 miles away from the park. Judge Dan Greenwood ruled that the state health department has effectively supported its position that the $800 million Davis refinery will not be a major source of pollution that will negatively impact the park. Several groups, including the Dakota Resource Council and National Parks Conservation Association, challenged the state air quality permit. They say the judge's ruling gives a green light for pollution at the park, and they plan to explore all their options, which could include an appeal.
A car belonging to a Moorhead man is gone. He says it was stolen from a Fargo repair shop's parking lot.
Now he's looking for help tracking it down, so he called our whistleblower hotline. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer digs into what happened and what police are saying about the theft.
I love my car.
Sean Hogan has had this Mustang for a long time now. In fact, it was his first car, and that's why he says it means so much to him.
It's been my favorite car, and I haven't wanted to let it go.
But go it did. Someone took off with his prize pony while it was sitting outside of a repair shop.
I was like, so do you guys know where my car is? I mean, I went by there last night, and it wasn't there, and they were like, yeah, we have no knowledge of it. We thought you picked it up.
Hogan says he brought his car to South Point Service Center for some repairs. And he tells us he got a call when the work was done to come pick it up.
And I said I would be able to pick it up and ask them to leave the key in it, and they left it in their parking lot. And apparently the key was stuck in the ignition.
But for some reason or another, he didn't get there until a couple days later. And when he did, the car was gone. And here at South Point, the owner tells us he's never had a theft in all the years he's been in business. And he says he did what he was told to do. He left the keys in the car. But he says he's been working with police on this investigation. In the meantime, Hogan isn't just sitting around. He's out beating the bushes for his precious Mustang. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
An officer with the Fargo Police Department tells us they are actively investigating the theft. We also checked a crime map in the area, and it doesn't appear a lot of other thefts have happened in that area. And get this is the second time that same car has been stolen. Hogan says he got it back the first time and is hopeful it could happen again. If there's a story you think needs to be investigated, call our whistleblower hotline, and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
2 of the 3 militia members accused of bombing a Minnesota mosque and attempting to bomb an Illinois women's clinic are now facing at least 35 years in prison. 29-year-old Michael McWhorter and 23-year-old Joseph Morris, both of Illinois, pleaded guilty to 5 counts at the U.S. District Court earlier today. 2 of those charges stem from the 2017 bombing of the Dar el Farouk Islamic Center in Bloomington. Both men admitted that they drove in a rented truck from Illinois to Minnesota, specifically targeting the mosque. McWhorter and Morris both said that they wanted to scare Muslims from the country. The pipe bomb that was thrown into the mosque caused damage, but no one was injured.
The new Minnesota flu report shows that outbreaks at schools are on the rise for the second week in a row. 30 schools reported outbreaks last week, up from 12 the week before. An outbreak is reported to the state whenever 5% or more of a school's student body gets the flu, or at least 3 kids in one classroom get it. An infectious disease specialist with Allina Health says the flu season still hasn't peaked yet, and that the most active strain so far has been H1N1, which is more likely to affect kids.
There are some national news outlets at least hinting of possible movement that could lead to an end of the government shutdown. NBC News reported earlier tonight that President Donald Trump said he's leaving the solution to the shutdown in the hands of Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. The president said that if they come to a reasonable agreement, he would support it. Trump spoke from the White House shortly after the Senate failed to pass 2 bills, one from Republicans and the other from Democrats, that would have reopened the government.
As you said.